Episode 5, Adam Nielsen TV. It's right there on your screens. We've literally just watched the live eviction now. To be honest with you, Trace, I haven't got much to say about this because there was not that much feature because a lot of it was to do with the eviction. So this probably is going to be a very short one, I think.
I think you might be right.
So, do you think that the outside world are perceiving Lee as a bad person?
I certainly do.
Was that a stupid question?
Yeah.
I can't believe he's done what he's done, especially the whole going into the toilet and then being with Casey, and even after he had that conversation on the sofa tonight, he still, after the conversation, gave her a kiss at the end.
I know, and the thing that got me though was when Casey went into the bathroom tonight to kind of pull him out and say, look, I need to talk to you and I need to do it now, to nip it in the bud, which is what I've said to you in the house, you've really got to do. You can't let things fester.
Yeah.
He seemed put out.
Yeah, he did. He seemed
and
like...
I thought, how dare you be put out when you had a night with Jasmine?
Totally, and I get that, and you're right. Now, also on the show, all Evander's kids have E's at the start of their name, and he's got 2 Elijahs.
I know, and did you notice the first one was called Evander and it was a girl?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Mm.
I didn't notice it was a girl. I knew the first one was called Evander.
And it was a girl.
Oh. Now, what about the mainframe task? Shutting down the mainframe. Dappy kept slipping on the floor.
Did he, though? I think he was putting that on
Do you
a little
think?
bit. He thinks, yes.
Oh, I thought it was quite funny anyway.
But it's airtime, isn't it, darling?
Well, yeah. And who else would you have picked to go into the spaceship and smash those eggs to smithereens? I mean, Evander literally knocked one straight off the hook that it was on, and
straight into Liz's lap.
yeah, it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Now the Linda and Casey girly chat on the bed.
Linda and Casey.
Yeah, Linda was trying to give Casey a bit of advice. Poor Casey's really feeling embarrassed now, isn't she? After everything that's gone on.
Well, I think you do. When you know you've been played as a mug, it hurts. Especially when you've given yourself so entirely to someone and then they've wheeled you in and thrown you back out. It's devastating. It can take a long time to get over.
Do you think Casey's had a lucky escape?
Yes.
Do you think they will
100%.
Do you think they will continue anything on the outside world?
No.
Do you know?
Well, not if she's got any sense. You wouldn't hurt me like that twice, and I'd come back for more.
Yeah. No, I don't know. If you really like someone, I don't know.
Whether you like them or not, well, you can't like them. Why would you use someone like that if you like them? If you like them, you'd have respect for them. You wouldn't treat somebody like that. You wouldn't just want them around when you want them around and then throw them out when something better comes along.
Yeah.
That's not genuine.
Yeah.
That's a user.
So during tonight's show, Evander and Louisa were the first couple saved. Was that a surprise?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Were the right couple saved tonight's race?
Yes, I think so. In my opinion, yeah, because Louisa's, I mean, she's still got a lot to give, yeah. I think she's going to cause a bit of friction later on. And Evander, we haven't seen enough. He's been too quiet, so I think people want to give him a bit more time to see what unfolds. Because like you said, he's slowly starting to come out more. Give him a few more days, and I think, he'll be contributing a lot more. And I think that's what some of the public are waiting to see.
We talked in previous vlogs about Dappy. He was doing at one point the Swiggy statue in the bathroom, and it's this kind of thing that makes me think that he might have Asperger's, because it's a very autistic kind of. I don't know whether he has, and I don't disrespect him if he is autistic, but it's that kind of childish behaviour and communicating with anybody else. And he's also quite at times withdrawn. He kind of wanders around like a lost sheep, doesn't he?
He's definitely, I would say, from watching his body language and that, he's definitely got some form of autism somewhere. Because I was watching him more closely, and like you said, he interacts better with things that
aren't real,
aren't human. Yeah. Basically, anything that isn't human, and he's, I don't know, he doesn't seem to. He gets confusion as well, which I've noticed. He tends to move around a lot,
Yeah.
in the house, because it's like a nervous energy he's
Yeah.
got. So whether it's
Asperger's.
yeah, or it's the one that Pete had, Tourette's,
Yes.
slight Tourette's, but there's something going on.
And it's so sweet. Don't you think it's a sweet trait?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He's a nice. I thought. Now, when Dappy went in, I thought Dappy was going to be a player,
Yeah.
and I was ready for that. And he's actually shocked me because he's quite a nice guy.
He is. He's a
I
really
really
genuine.
like him, and I find him quite comical. He makes me chuckle.
Yeah, he makes me laugh as well. And that's what I think with the whole. That's what I mean with the whole Swiggy thing in the bathroom tonight. It was quite funny. Just got
He's
me.
a lovable rogue.
He is. That's exactly what he is. Yes. And at the end of tonight, Emma revealed that Jasmine has told Casey that she's kissed Lee. So we're going to see ruptures tomorrow.
I was a bit worried on that because tonight, when they went into the bolt hole,
Yep.
they put their headphones on pretty early on, and Jasmine was talking to Sam and Louisa, and I think a lot more's going to slip out because they're not going to be realising Casey's listening, and I think the whole scenario of the bathroom thing in the spaceship's going to come out.
I also think that Lee will be quite shocked because I think Jasmine will reveal that actually she's not perhaps into Lee as much as Lee is into her, and I also think that Jasmine's just out for a bit of fun, and she'll sleep with anything.
I was a bit worried on that because tonight, when they went into the bolt hole,
Yep.
they put their headphones on pretty early on, and Jasmine was talking to Sam and Louisa, and I think a lot more's going to slip out because they're not going to be realising Casey's listening, and I think the whole scenario of the bathroom thing in the spaceship's going to come out.
I also think that Lee will be quite shocked because I think Jasmine will reveal that actually she's not perhaps into Lee as much as Lee is into her, and I also think that Jasmine's just out for a bit of fun, and she'll sleep with anything.
Well, this is the funny thing. Karma's a funny thing, and they always say what goes around comes around. Now, Lee was hooked on Jasmine, but went with Casey, obviously, and they did more than just cuddle in bed, because that's obvious from her reaction of being so upset and devastated. So now Lee's hooked on Jasmine, and Jasmine is going to play Lee the same way and hurt him like he hurt Casey.
Well, I think
because she's playing him. You
Yeah.
can see she's playing him. He's one of the sort of younger ones in there. He's fit, and she's quite sexual. So yeah, if he's going to offer it and give her a bit of attention, she's going to take it. She's from Hollywood, darling. That's what they do. They like attention.
Was the right couple sent to the bolt hole? Would you rather have seen Dappy and Liz in there?
No, I wanted Casey and Lee to have some time, because I think Casey needs to heal, and I think being with Lee for a few days in there is going to give her that chance to get closure.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, and it'll be good for them to be able to talk privately without anybody else in the house encroaching, and just sort it out, because it really needs sorting out, doesn't it?
Well, it's not that. I was more worried about, because he's flaunting it in her face, and in that situation you can't get away from it, and he was cuddling Jasmine all the time and doing what they were doing before. So I think with them two being away, that'll give her time to get closure and be able to handle it better when she next goes back in. It'll give her that bit of breathing space to get the strength.
Right.
Because it's got to be hard if you really fancy someone and then all of a sudden they give you the cold shoulder totally for no reason, and they're cuddling up and smooching with someone else. It's got to be hard when it's in your face.
Yeah, especially when it's in such a confined environment.
Exactly.
As well.
So I think it was a godsend to put them in the bolt hole.
Yeah, I think
Casey.
I think you're probably right. So we'll be back tomorrow to discuss episode 6. There's a big thing happening on Friday with the eviction. Don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure all will be revealed. Who do you want to go on Friday, Trace?
Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be back in the house and up for eviction by then, or do you think they'll be immune from eviction?
I've got a feeling they're going to be immune, but I think Big Brother will play that, because I think now Lee's a bit scared, and I think Big Brother will probably play a way to keep him in so he can turn the cards or give himself a chance to turn it round. with the public.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so. This is Adam Nielsen TV. We'll be back tomorrow to discuss episode number 6. Thank you, Trace, for your company tonight.
You're very welcome.
Say you good
Good
night.
night, everyone. See, I beat you to it.
Bless. Night, night.
Adam Nielsen on YouTube video. RJ, Ollie, and Lee Piento. Chat on Facebook. Listen to